Anything Cool Dad here. I am sorry I got this video out late. I wanted to get it out before the holiday weekend, but being a holiday weekend, yeah, stuff happens. But anyway, here you go. Enjoy. Hope you like this.
Hello, guys. How are we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Running with My Autistic ADHD Brain. Now, I'm in the garage, which in this space I've been allowed to set up as a workshop. Until now, I've been using a folding table for a workbench and where I've got my 3D printer set up, things like that. It's not the most stable. The shed out back is full of stuff from the previous owner, and I've been given permission to go through it and utilize anything I can. There's a lot of scrap wood back there, so we are going to attempt to make a workbench. I've got high hopes for it, but like I said, we're going to attempt it. So give me a minute. We're going to get turned around. I'm going to show you the starting point I'm at, some of the stuff I've got to work with so far, and then we'll get started seeing what we can put together. So as you can see, it's cluttered. Yes, this is my current workbench, and with the 3D printer on there, it is less than stable. So while I was going through the shed out back, I found a countertop that had been left there. It's reasonably decent, it's heavy duty. Got some 2x4s and 2x6, 1x6 looks like. We're going to see what we can put together here. So I'm going to get you all set up, and then I'm going to start working on some stuff, and we'll see what we can put together. Okay, now I'm going to cut down these 2x4s. I've got them set for 36 inches because personally I find that's a very comfortable height. When I put the top on it, it's going to be about 37.5 inches tall. So for me, that's a good height. Standard workbench height varies depending on who's doing it. There is a standard, yes, but I want what I want because it makes me comfortable. So that's what we're doing today. This is not fancy work. If you want fancy work, check out like who's it, Blacktail Studios or John Malecki or somebody like that. I'm building something basic that will work for me. This is not something to sell, so just putting that out there. Yes, I know these teeth are small. It's what I got to work with at the moment. So, and yes, I know there's nails poking up here. Take them out first. Me, I'll be taking them out next. So here we go. Yeah, I think we need to add a new blade to the list of things that need to be picked up. So anyway, let me get the rest of these cut. We'll be right back. Okay, these are all cut. Now, one of the reasons for doing this is because I have a circular saw with a brand new blade on it. I just don't have a place to use it right this minute. So part of the reason for building this bench is so I have a place to work with it where I can use my tools that are better and maybe get myself a new blade for this one. But for now, it works. So I'll take it. We got through it. Now I'm going to get these nails cleared out of here so I've got clean space to work on. We'll go from there. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay. So, because I don't have a workbench, which is why I'm building one, good old Jade here is my stand-in. For those of you who follow the channel for a while, yes, I still have her. She's got a little bit of a mechanical issue that we'll be sorting out now that the weather's getting nice again. Anyway, let me just make sure that, yep, you guys can see. There we are. And we're going to get started attaching our legs. And this is, again, just the initial start. Speed square. Oh, yeah. Now, because I'm doing this all with stuff I happen to come across, we have some 3-inch outdoor screws that we're going to be using for this. So, and no, I'm not going to drill before I screw. Actually, that might be a little too high. Oh, right about here. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm just slapping this together because I'm desperate for a decent spot to put my stuff where it doesn't feel like it's going to get shook down every time I run the 3D print. Yeah. There we go. And yeah. Okay. Rethink time. Okay, so because this is a slap together project, I'm being honest about it. This small chunk, this cutoff I had, still had 2 nails in it. I pounded them into the back side of my countertop, spaced appropriately so this piece would fit in here. What we're going to do now, well, actually, before I do that, let me not get ahead of myself. Drop my 3-inch screws in. This is 1.5 inches, well, 1 inch thick, so it should be close. I'm not going to go all the way in with these because I don't really want to have them poking out the top. Yep, and I did. It's okay. I'm not too worried about that. This is meant to be a workbench, so that's not going anywhere. And honestly, I'll deal with that at another point in time. So now we've got our leg here. There we go. Grip it or strip it, man. Okay. Our leg is solid. It's temporary. There's going to be more to it. Don't worry. So let me get the other 3 legs banged up, and then we'll come back for the next step. Okay, guys. So we have our legs initially attached. And yes, there's more to come. So hang tight while I get set up. Okay. Now, because I want to have 2 points of holding, I've got one coming in this side. I've got 45-degree angle blocks. You just slide in. You screw it into this side to hold it from 2 points. Oh, hang on. Let me move you guys around so you can get a better view of this. Okay. Now you guys have a little bit better view of this process. Start with okay, solid. Excuse me. I'm going to come to the back side of this and also put it into the side block. So I got multiple points of connection here. Right about here. I'm also going to take it down. There we go. And not through the bottom. So these legs are absolutely solid. I'm going to get the rest of these done and we'll be back for the next step. Okay, so I got the bottom stabilized. I need to get the top stabilized. And I forgot to take out a nail, so we're going to pause for a second and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is I measured the width between the legs at the bottom, at the top technically, where the tabletop meets the legs, and cut some wood to match that. What I'm going to do is put this right in here, stabilize, step over. Oh. And I'm going to put that a third of the way down, which would be 1 foot. Right about there. Now let's check the other side. That's going to have to come up a bit. Well, I left everything on the other side of the table. Oh, my calves are going to get chewed up from this. But that's okay. Anything for entertainment. So let's make sure this side is good. 12 inches. I know you guys can't really see that. I apologize, but I'm actually going to Drop a screw. There we go. Yeah, fun angle to work at. Actually, I already got my screw hole set for me on this one, so that works perfectly. Okay, there we go. Now, trash my calves again as I move to the other side. Sorry, all the grunting and groaning is gratuitous, but this is why I need a workbench. Okay, so I need to put this here. Get this started. There are advantages to being ambidextrous. Okay, now I got that started. There we go. One. There we go. Now I just got to repeat again. I'll have some solid legs. I'll pause this and I'll get back to you once I get the other side done. Okay, so new bench is in place. And understand, this is a base. This is a beginning. I have a lot of ideas. I want to actually add some sections underneath for storage and such. But for now, it's a start. It gives me a little more space, and I can start to make a little more organization. And it's definitely more solid than the folding table as far as my 3D printer is concerned. Got a few more toys like that coming up soon, so keep an eye out, and we'll be getting into some of that stuff too. Welcome again to my autistic ADHD brain. We're going to have fun with this. Okay, let me get everything transferred over, and we'll. Okay, guys. Okay, and I know it looks a little cluttered still. I literally have just moved everything over here. There's the old folding table stashed underneath. Just moved everything over here, so I'm going to need a few days to figure out where everything's going to end up. But it's already much more sturdy, and I'm happy with the results. We'll come back up in a minute, and I'll talk. I'll close this out. Okay, guys. So that wraps it up in a space of a couple hours. Managed to knock together a decent workbench for myself. Again, this is a base. There's a million things I'm going to work on with this. Yeah, a million and one. But what I'm planning on doing is once I go through more of the stuff in the shed, because there's some stuff buried in there, I'd like to build in some storage. So if you saw the mini fridge under there, almost lost the paper towels. See the mini fridge under there? I'd like to build that its own little cubby in there, so it's up off the floor, easier to get to. More storage space for other things. Eventually, I would love to move my 3D printer underneath, lower center of gravity, less wiggle. So yes, there's more stuff coming up, but this is the base. This is where I'm starting. This is what I'm going to build from, the foundation, if you will. Anyway, that was today's little ADHD adventure. So thank you for coming along for the ride. Yes, my safety squints, because I know if I hadn't put them on, some of y'all would have given me hell in the comments. You only get 2 eyeballs, got to take care of them. Anyway, universe hates my hair, as we all know. Be kind to one another. It really does make a difference. Even if you don't necessarily see it up front, it will always make a difference. And that difference will spread. I love y'all, and I'll catch you on the next one.